Capricorn. This is your girl, Miss RHW, with another love reading for you guys. Of course, guys, this is for the collective of Capricorn, meaning that if there's aspects of this reading that does not resonate with you, it could be tapping into another Capricorn's love life that may resonate with them. So just keep that in mind. If you are interested in getting a more tailored reading that's tailored to your situation, or if you're interested in getting a personal reading, there's information in the description box below on how you can get one from me. And aside from that, let's go ahead and get started on what's going on with your love life, Capricorn. All right. Whoa. See what's going on, y'all. See what's going on. Okay. There's your energy. Damn. There's Scorpio. Okay, damn. You got some heavy hitters today. Yeah, I wasn't joking. Golly. Work. So the premise of this reading seems to be around working hard and putting effort in and doing the best that you can with what you got in the moment. Staying focused, staying very focused on your goals and your intentions. With unwavering determination. I want to say that. So, the King of Pentacles, interesting. Sagittarius got the Queen of Pentacles in their question. So that's interesting. I don't know if you guys have significant Sagittarius in your chart, but this is very weird. Okay, I like it. I love weird. In this sense, though, I feel like it's about mastering this sense of security and stability that one has in their life, showing up in a way that can be I don't know. I feel like you want to be able to be generous. You want to be able to show up for people and not have to worry about your responsibilities. Some of you guys are interested in being a business owner because the King of Pentacles is the master of finances. So I feel a master of finances and, and the functions of it. So this could be a business right here. And some of y'all are striving to be entrepreneurs. Some of you guys are trying to be leaders in a certain field with work and with where basically where you're delegating and you're on a higher echelon of individuals. So something along those lines. The reason for asking is because there may have been a pivotal moment in your life where this was an opportunity, or this had become up for you as really as an opportunity. I feel like you guys took a chance, did something, and maybe you feel like you don't deserve the role because you're lacking in something that maybe that most people with this status demonstrate they have, or something like that. Maybe you feel like you're lacking a good work-life balance, because I'm thinking here with all this water energy coming up, there may be some things going on with regards to your love life that may be now taking a back seat because there's so many other things that are taking precedent. Not only a shift in your career that's rendered you kind of lacking maybe the freedom, the resources, or the ability to take care of this, or it frees you up now that you can tend to this lack that's kind of established itself over all your relationships, from friendships to romantic interests to family. Whatever was put on the back burner because your money, your sense of stability, and being able to have the freedom to, come as you please, communicate with your friends and family, and make time for them. All that stuff is now, freed up for you to do so. That, or you're working towards getting that way because it's been a struggle and you're still somewhat working paycheck to paycheck, or you have some things that are pulling at your wallet, debt of some sort. And I feel like you just want to be debt free. You want to be, you want to feel stable enough to actually build upon a beginning. I feel like for some of you Capricorns, you feel like you may have missed out on an opportunity and you're worried that the relationship may be gone for good. I don't think that's the case. I think for a lot of you guys, you may have made a decision, a difficult decision to do something that was going to be better for you in the long run as far as your finances go. That doesn't keep you from finding new love. You may have a lot more options than you realize, and the potential for finding love is there. The Ten of Cups suggests too is just I feel like to acknowledge how far you've come and to celebrate the success that you have currently and more what successes you continue what you'll continue to bring, basically, Capricorn, because the Ten of Cups is not a bad card to have as your advice. And tens, at least this one here, is very celebratory. Just usually someone being surrounded by family and friends, people that are very supportive, people that are in their immediate circle, people that they consider their home. Okay, so this is the people. This is that. Some of you guys are wrapping up a relationship. Some of you, this is the decision to put your needs first and eclipse a relationship that was giving very little to the connection, or very little to either one of you, or very little to you. Maybe you were giving a lot to the connection. You were very generous. You were very grounding and stable for the person that you were dealing with. But you notice that you are worth more than just being someone's caretaker, and due to the lack of support or lack of a lack of whatever was needed for the relationship to be sustainable, you're maybe considering now just eclipsing that and starting something fresh, starting something new. And I do feel like you may still find that you're grieving over the connection by the time you meet somebody new, and you may find that this is hard for you to kind of get out of your mind, or to look past, or to completely be prepared for a new relationship in that sense. But I feel like you will eventually work through it, because this is a mental thing. When you have something here that is just keeping you from being able to have the freedom and the happiness that you're looking for, sacrifices are made when this card comes up, Scorpio. But I feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be a sacrifice that's in vain, and it doesn't mean that a shit ton of time needs to be given to you to process it. Sometimes it does, but sometimes the universe says, well, you could use a companion to go through, to help you heal through this new reality, that you are someone that's worthy of your happiness and your dedication, your consistency, someone that's willing to stick it through when times get tough and not just flake on you, or not make you feel like you're the only one that's rational and really concerned about the well-being of everyone, including themselves, when things kind of get tough. If you're looking for a life partner and the person that you're dealing with is just very, they seem to say a lot of things, but they don't seem to show any of that. You could communicate. This is like, hey, I want more reality. I want to see some more consistency in my love life. So I'm going to go in a different path. And you can see if they'll follow. If if they're meant to be for you, they will show up back up. They will make it a thing. They'll make it work. But you don't have to worry about this person not, being for you. You don't have to worry about any of that, because you're not going to let yourself sit idle waiting for this person to change. I feel like you making the decision to move on with your life instead of waiting for somebody else to say, okay, well, I finally decide to show up a little bit more consistently in my relationships. I'm going to help out a little bit more. I'm going to tend to you more. Your feelings now matter. It's like, well, I appreciate it, but since you've waited so long, I've allowed myself to find someone who's seen my feelings and needs and things like that a little bit more urgently and with a lot more priority and a little more haste than whenever it was decided in your head that it was time for you to finally consider me. So you don't have to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm gonna stick this out with this person. This is Justin. There's two endings here, two bye-byes. This is also interesting too. These two are interesting. This is this is like letting something go. This is like letting something go because you didn't really have much of a choice in in the laws of it. Sometimes you did the best thing that you could. You did all that you can, and other circumstances around you had cut the situation or the experience short. And and you may feel like you may have lost out on some on experiences, lost out on the chance for potential happiness with some sort of situation, but that does not stop you from meeting somebody new. There could be somebody else around you. There could be other ways that the relationship can be salvaged, and it could just be restarting through friendship. It just truly has to come from a place where change is shown and demonstrated. In the ways things have been, how things have kind of always worked out, it doesn't seem to work too much now. It seems like you're ready to kind of, you know, take your chances and start a totally different path, or really work towards having your needs considered while you're also taking care of people. Because I don't think you're going to stop being that humanitarian Capricorn. And typically Capricorns are not usually seen as humanitarians, Capricorn, but you do want to show up for people in a way that makes them feel stable when times are like rocky, you know, times that are shaky and uncertain and unexpected. There's something about really wanting to master that sense of just sense of stability. Really, Taurus comes up really strong. I don't know if you guys are dealing with a Taurus, but yeah, like if there's some hangups and why things have stalled or things have been really hard to focus on for the progression, I think like the Seven of Pentacles is, again, that's one of those cards that suggests that, hey, when you review and look back at all that you've done, all that you could be done, the next task that's being waited, that's waiting to be taken care of. If I can speak English, would be great. It's basically on the other person, on the other side of time. Like, imagine you doing everything that you can on a plant. It's not gonna grow immediately after you've weeded it, gave it some new soil with some nice fertilizer that's encouraging its growth. It's going to need time to take effect. And sometimes it needs time to take effect in the way that you don't have to stick around and just wait for it to happen. This card is saying there might be something else that you can do in the meantime that gets you to where you want to be. And you can focus your energies on this while this is sorting itself out. Or you can rearrange yourself and get yourself started on something that you can commit to and you can see through it. You can see through to the end, and with confidence. These two cards are very are opposites, actually. Excuse me. These two cards are opposites. This one's about trying to decipher through, kind of try to make out a dream or make out one's desire with a lot of potentials with not a lot of guarantees. And this is like hard work invested with a period of stagnancy, or a period of where things seem to plateau, and where all that could be done has been done, and what now is being called for is time for it to just kind of do its own thing and do its other half of the work. Sometimes it's a lot longer than you expect, so you start thinking, well, I would have had, like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't really see the Seven of Pentacles as really like a direct delay, but sometimes this is like introspection. It's like, okay, sometimes things may take a little longer, or there is, while you're waiting for something to, for something. So you're trying to wait for the progress of something to pass. You don't want to sit idle and inactive. You want to prepare for whatever you're manifesting that's coming into fruition. You're trying to prepare for it. So I really feel like this reading is suggesting that when it comes to love, you don't have to feel stuck, because you can still love this person and also respect your own boundaries, respect your own sensibilities, you are still someone that is deserving of somebody taking care of you too. You don't always have to take care of others. And if that's been a thing for you, where you were looking for someone to help you out when you are taking care of yourself in the world, and they just don't show up for you, you're always showing up for them, you're always rescuing them. Well, it's understandable if you need to take some time away, you need to step back, you need to just kind of like, well, I'm just going to focus on what I can clearly see gives me a sense of value, and not so much the consistency, because I mean, consistency is one thing, which would be nice, but like the intention behind it feels genuine, like someone wants to be caring and loving and supportive and provide. And I think like you just want to match the intentions with the actions, and not have it feel like it's just obligation. Interesting, the Lovers. Very interesting. The Lovers is coming up for the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups again is like I was saying, is the card of loss, feeling like something's missing in your outcome. And the Lovers, to me, when I see this card, I'm just thinking this is about a decision to to it's a decision of acceptance, of allowing things to just be as they are, and to focus on the future that can be affected by your own choice, by your choices, in your choices alone. The onus is not on anyone else, and that frees you up to be able to dictate your destiny, what you want your life to look like, and how it will be lived, because you're realizing more and more as time goes on that you're the one left to live the life that is being lived right now. You're the one waking up in the morning, enduring that. Do you want this reality? And if you do not, then it's totally fair to position yourself where you can get it, as long as it's true to the type of love that you're looking for. Commitments, consistency, sticking things out through the hard times. If this is just one of your first hard times, it could just be that there are different ways to acknowledge growth in your relationship. It could just be that you guys have both grown emotionally, and you guys are both taking strides to make it work. And you just give gratitude where you can give gratitude, and acknowledge how far you guys have come. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean that a breakup is necessary or it needs to happen. Sometimes it's just suggesting that maybe a break is needed, where it's been the focus for maybe the majority of the time, and you can now kind of like focus on other things, because it's kind of either on autopilot of it being a fix, being an issue that's being fixed. I had another idea, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that's what I feel like right now, Capricorn. Okay. Okay, the Moth Spirits, and it says surrender now. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think you need to push anymore. I don't think you need to push any more than you have, because you've brought to light what you could bring to light. Like, you really did. You worked through whatever you could work through. The Seven of Pentacles is like, hey, it's all right to just reprioritize. Like, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. You don't got to leave. You don't have to end something. You don't have to close something up. But you definitely don't need to wallow in it and try to, wait around and see if things will change. You can do something else while that's happening. If you need to be single, you can ask for that openness. If you can't, hey, just whatever it is. I just feel like there is something you can do that helps you to reorientate your focus. Okay, here's what it says though. Here's what my spirit says. My spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with spirit, or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it's become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Work hard and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, When Moth Spirit appears, it is time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty or even to a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passions to the exclusion of all the other pursuits that matter to you. Damn. Now is the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your small spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, some of you guys maybe like the work card is coming up, okay? This is the workaholic card. And these two together work really, really hard. Sometimes this energy, it's just sorry, not sometimes, but the way this looks, especially with the Five of Pentacles, this card of poverty, could suggest that maybe you're working really, really hard and you have nothing to show for it, and you don't want nothing to show for what you've been doing. You've been pursuing dreams and everything, and again, not much can show for your success and your progress, but you know you are making it, and so it's probably best to reorientate your priorities to something else that matters, something else that that you can take control of and use to ground yourself in some sort of shape and fashion. All right, Capricorn. This seems to be your love reading for August. Let me know in the comments if this has resonated with any of you guys. But of course, guys, until next time, I'll see y'all on the other side. Bye now.